Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to another edition of The Bader Show. This is episode 465. What's today? We're already into December 2nd, 2025. And a nice guest for today's show. He had a big weekend. Of course, we had the CyHawk duel on Sunday, Iowa and Iowa State. 174 pounds. MJ Gaitan had a huge win, kind of set the duel in Iowa State's favor. And here he is. MJ, thanks for joining us today, man. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. And of course, I am going to want to talk about the duel and the match and everything, but I want to go back and just get like a little background on you, like how you got introduced to wrestling, how old you were, did you like it from the beginning? Were you very good? Answer those questions, any and or all of them in any order you wish.
Yeah, I mean, I started off when I was real little. I first started off in jiu-jitsu. My dad was real big into that. So when I was already like 4 years old, I was rolling around with a gi, doing all that. Like that's what I mainly focused on when I was little. And I started wrestling at like 5. I'd go into practice. No shoes, socks. When I first started when I was little, just stepping out there and rolling around, really just having fun with it when I was little. But and into like middle school, I started getting more serious into it. I mean, I did every sport throughout middle school, like baseball, football. I did it all. But I would travel with like Cali Gold. We had like Cali teams back when we had like some dual meets in middle school and all that. I trained a lot with like the Montanona boys, Palm Desert. I started off out there. I was first at Ukaipa with my cousins. Like that's how we first started getting into it a lot. But I was all right when I was little. I mean, I wasn't too crazy good. I wasn't winning anything, but I mean, once I hit high school, I took it a lot more serious. I just did wrestling in high school. So those 4 years, I just focused on that, and in the off season doing freestyle, Greco. We had a really good Greco coach at our high school, which was really nice. So I mean, I did good in high school, like more my junior, senior year. Started to pop up, like one in Fargo at Greco. So we did that a lot. Super 32, I went there all 4 years. I didn't place, got fifth, and then won it my senior year. So starting off there, it was good. Yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it. My dad mainly,
Yeah.
definitely my dad.
Okay.
So
And you said you did jujitsu, which kind of maybe fed into wrestling, but you did all the sports, baseball and everything else. Um, Like so, and eventually high school you kicked them all and you focus on wrestling. It sounds like when did you like get hooked, or when did you know wrestling was the one that you were like, all right, this is my sport. I'm going all in on it. Whether you were excelled at it or whether you just because you liked it, or what or no. And was there a moment or a tournament or a time period when like sunk into you like this is I'm going this way?
yeah, I mean, I would say really like my junior year of high school. I remember because when like my sophomore year, like COVID hit, and it was a really big deal, and I obviously wanted to do wrestling in college, so right when COVID hit in California, like everything was shut down. So there was no more tournaments, there was no more going to class. Everyone was shut down, staying in their house, having masks on everywhere. So I remember right like probably the week after all that hit, me, my friend Ethan Perriman is on our team. He's a 25 pounder. His dad, he actually wrestled at ASU. He's a Pac-12 champ back in the day. We got a garage from my dad's uncle, so we put like a one mat in there, and it'd be covered with a bunch of just garage work stuff. And starting in COVID, we would train every day, 2 hours. I mean, hand fighting, doing it all, and really it sunk in like that mentality. His dad would drill into us like we're running short on time. Like it's your junior and senior year, and it really did fly by. And none of us were really nationally ranked. None of us really. I didn't even place in state till my junior year, and so going through that, or I didn't even get my junior year. Actually, I actually didn't place till my senior year when I won it. But kind of taking it serious and him telling us this is your time to go. Like you got to make sure this is all you're doing. We would just come home. We'd all stay together. Come home, go to class, train, eat, sleep together. Like my cousins moved down actually my junior year from their high school to us. So we had a pretty good team. We took fifth our senior year in state. We had a lot of seniors. A lot of them went to other schools like Utah Valley, SIUE. So we had a pretty good class. But as I would say that like turning point when I really took it serious was probably in those times when we were in the garage, and it was real intense, but it was good for us. I mean, like how a room gets. We get real competitive. Everyone wants to win. Our dads are there, so it's like even more on you. And I don't know, you get real competitive. Sometimes we'd be fighting, but we all love each other. I mean, we would all train really hard, and it really helped us a lot going into our junior and senior year because there wasn't as much recruiting either. Our junior year, I wasn't really getting looked at from much schools. I would always be reaching out, trying to figure out where I want to go. So just taking that serious and going in. Our Fortunately, our parents would take us to every tournament. We would travel every year. We try to hit all the big tournaments, Stock B, over Super 32, Fargo, all these national tournaments, and we would go out there with the mentality of like we're the underdogs, we're not ranked. You got to beat somebody, a ranked opponent, to be ranked. So kind of having that mentality and drilling that in us that we take advantage of our time, and it turned out good for us. We had a lot of good senior class that year, and I was committed to CBU at first, and then I remember I decommitted from that, which was just a lot of different decisions in that, but it was good for me. I mean, now I'm here obviously, and I love it here. Ames has got a good spot in my heart, but I would say like that was like the main turning point when I started taking it seriously.
Sure. And this has come up a few times in on this podcast. And the last two or three guests, I feel like they had a story about COVID where it was I made this jump over COVID or during that time when everything shut down. And like the more I think about it, I'm like, could it be because you're only training and you're not worried about cutting weight, you're not worried about the next tournament, you're not, it's just like you're just wrestling, you're just getting better. And there's no other. Do you think that could have been part of it?
I think that yeah, that would play a big part because you're not worried about competition. You're kind of just getting better in the room, staying healthy, eating what you want, obviously, and that time that over time because a lot of people didn't train in COVID. They wouldn't train as much because they were all scared or whatnot. But I remember like the first week after, like we're gonna take advantage of this time while everybody's relaxed, maybe taking some time off because okay, there's not going to be a bunch of competition. There's not really tournaments to go to, so we went forward. We started training even harder when it was that time period. We were going to tournaments after that, thinking like we put in all this work, and we just got to go out there and show it. And it was real good for us.
Was there, after that time when you start back up competing, was there a match that you won that you were like, wow, all that work's paid off, or that sparked your confidence, or that like made you think like, wow, I made a jump?
Yeah, I would say that junior year when I went to Super 32, I remember I started beating like my first ranked guys. I can't really remember who specifically, but
That's all right.
I remember coming out of that tournament, getting fifth there, and I forgot who won it that year. I think Rocco Welsh won it at my weight that year, and seeing like how close I am, I was in the top five, beating ranked guys. I remember a really good match was Henry Porter. I remember when I beat him. That's kind of like when I flared up and on the radar. That's the first time like Flo posted something about it. Like I started getting on notice. So that was a really good tournament for me. And that was yeah, I was hungry that tournament and just wrestling free and doing what I do. Yeah, I actually caught him in a pin hold, and I remember winning that and then going to semis, and I lost the semis. But kind of just knowing like, hey, like I'm right there, like I could compete with these guys, and I'm not gonna take a back seat. So that was really good.
Yeah, and wrestling free, something you just said that's like stuck with me. It's like the guys who can figure out how to wrestle free seem to be the one who have the most success. So that's cool that you kind of learned that. My next question is about like your style and the development, right? You're not all that far outside the box, but you're not a traditional single sprawl kind of guy. Where'd you one? How would you describe your style? And two, who helped you develop your style?
I would say yeah, I'm a little more tricky. I mean, I feel like I could be a threat at any time. Like I feel like I'm always in the match no matter what. I could have one move, but I mean, kind of trying to stay more basic and then hitting my funky stuff or whatever you like to call it, but I've been training that a lot here. But how I developed that style really was, I mean, when I was in jiu-jitsu, I was real comfortable on my back. I would do sweeps. I was good with my hips. I would come up, sweep. So whenever I would go to my back, I really wouldn't panic and roll through it. And kind of a lot of that scrambly stuff I learned from the Mantanonas too. They're real funky. They got that funky style. They're long. They're hard to finish on. They got leverage. So I would train a lot there too, like more my sophomore year, and there's a bunch of good guys in there. Obviously, all the brothers, the Mansanona brothers, all my cousins, all our teammates would go there. Like we bring all our high school guys down there, train with them. Like we love those guys. They taught us a lot, and having like kind of like wrestling just a bunch of different styles. Like that's kind of how I learned what to do in certain scenarios. Like I've been in every position. I've been rolling around. I mean, I'm comfortable in certain spots and I know what to stay away from. But kind of just having that style, just kind of just how I wrestled. I mean, in high school, everyone said they'd be excited to see me wrestle. I hit spladles, stuff like that. I just learned stuff quick, and I kind of just be like a sponge and just stick with it and train it a little bit. And if it stuck, it stuck. But I feel like mainly like that jiu-jitsu background helped a lot, being comfortable, and a lot of training with those Mantanona bros. They're real funky. They're good too.
Yeah, when you said their name earlier, you said you trained with them. I thought exactly that. I'm like, I wonder if there's a connection there on the style. And then as far as jujitsu, how long did you do jujitsu? Yeah, how long did you do jujitsu? When did you stop?
I really stopped like my eighth grade year, 'cause that's when I moved to Temecula. So I did it all the way up to seventh grade. My dad competed in it when he was older. So that's like where I grew up. I'd always go over there, sit there, do my practice, and then sit there, wait for my dad, watch him roll around.
Yeah,
So, and all my cousins did it too. My uncle did it. So it was real good for us. It kept us kept us busy, have us doing something and having those feels. I remember I do a lot of hip tosses, throws like that. I learned that when I was little. Kind of just like all the stuff I learned when I was little, it kind of just stuck. Like I remember at one point in time, I would just headlock everybody. I just step out there. I step out there, and if it even if it wasn't there, I just headlock. Like I don't know. I was never really scared of like who I was really wrestling. I mean, I'm gonna go out there, and I always think I have a shot and try my hardest, and whatever comes to me in the moment, and all my training pops in and muscle memory, and kind of just see what's there and hit it.
yeah. Well, the headlock, obviously, you didn't score points off, but you hit a headlock at the duel right off the bat
Yeah.
on Sunday. I was just kind of going through the internet and watching some of your matches maybe last night, and I think you're down 7 or 9-0, and maybe to DeVos at Big 12. So wham, hit a headlock and pinned him. So like when you're saying these things, like I feel like I'm never out of a match. I'm like, I feel like he's right. um, and then so as far as recruiting, right? You said you committed to CBU, decided to change. Why? What made you want to just change the mind and head to Iowa State?
I just remember like back. This was when I was signed there, my senior year. I mean, I really loved the coach there, Derek Moore. Like that's how I really fell in love with the school. He's a really good coach. I remember it was me and we had Mitchell Messenbrick was committed at the time too. I'm sure I think he did a year there, like redshirted there.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go in there with him. So it was like it was really good. I liked the campus. It was close to home, so it was more comfortable. But I mean, obviously I just prayed about it a lot and something I just felt like I needed to get out of my comfort zone and travel somewhere else and see another part of the country because it's I mean it's college. I gotta grow up and kind of get out of that comfort zone because it was like 30 minutes from my house, which
Hmm.
I mean, which is really good because I have my parents there and everything to support me. But at the same time, I wanted to go out to a team with I knew David was there with better training partners, and they have a lot of good coaches there. The assistant coach St. John Metcalf, so kind of like just wanted to get out of my comfort zone really, and see what else schools had to offer. And thankfully, it worked out. I mean, I love it here. The fans are amazing out here in Iowa. Like everyone knows about wrestling. That's like one of the main differences too. And back home in Cali, I mean, There's like a good wrestling community, but it's not as popular. I mean, there's football, there's basketball, there's real big schools out there. So coming out here and like feeling the love of the people, the fans. I mean, Hilton's insane. Just anywhere, even in Carver, the fans are insane. Just everyone loves the sport of wrestling out here. I think that's another real big reason.
Heck yeah. Um, Casey's Pizza, the fans are insane. Like you name it, right? I want to get to you're competing in college now in 2024 NCAA's. You make the blood round. I think you lost a
Yeah.
close one in the blood round, right? Maybe
Yep.
take me through that experience of NCAA's, but specifically Friday night, and just what it's from your point of view, what that Friday night round is like. It's insane. The semis are going on, the blood rounds going on, the energy in the building's out. The
Mhm.
emotions of winning and losing in the semis and or the blood round. It's just like there's so much going on. It's so much energy and emotion in the building. But you're doing your thing. What's that like from your perspective?
Yeah, that first year I went there, I mean, honestly, it was like a tournament I've never been to. I mean, obviously, I wrestled in Hilton, I wrestled in Carver before that, so I was kind of used to big crowds and kind of being in that big environment. But I mean, it's definitely different. You could feel the pressure, you could feel the tension. Because I mean, everyone's warming up, everyone's serious. I mean, everyone knows this is the most important tournament. So I'm kind of going out there and try not to get starstruck. I mean, if you sit around, look around with bright lights, whistles left and right, you could lose focus real easily. But kind of just staying present, trying to just go out there and just remind myself of my game plan. But I remember I lost a close one, yeah, to Ed Ruth in the blood round. I got like an early takedown and then went into the second. He got out and it ended up being like 2-3. And then he got a takedown on me late that period. And then I chose down, got out, and then I just couldn't get one on him. He just circled. But that kind of was a pivotal point too. I mean, coming that close. I mean, it hurts a lot, but it's also good because it gave me that motivation. I mean, like I'm right there. I got to push harder. I gotta train smarter, and I gotta switch something. But that tournament definitely it's a lot different than your average tournament. I mean, everyone in there's ready to go. Everyone in there's not going to give you easy win. No one's going to roll over. Like all those matches are close, they're tight. I mean, you could see seeds fall like crazy there. So you never really know what's gonna happen, but definitely like one of the craziest environments for sure.
And maybe it's something you already said, and if so, that's fine. Is there anything you learned because you've been there a couple times, anything you learned from your experience wrestling at nationals that you can take to this year and apply? It's like either I did really well or something I can improve on. And that can be technically on the mat or like how you just manage your energy, your emotions, or whatnot.
Yeah, now that I'm a little older, I mean, going in there and just being confident and hitting my own stuff and believing in my coaches is a real big thing. And you're out there with your teammates. So, I mean, also watching them, but focusing on yourself really, because I mean, all the team points will add up and you kind of just got to worry about your match, worry about your warm up. You got to feel good, be ready to go and kind of just not be scared out there. I mean, not be scared of what if he does this, what kind of just thinking of your own game plan and knowing hitting the stuff that you know that you've already been training your whole life. I mean, once you get out there and once that whistle blows and you go through the first exchange, you're kind of like, okay, I'm woken up. I've been here. I've been wrestling like every day, 2 hours, 4 hours. I've been doing this since I was little, so it kind of just kicks in, adrenaline gets going, and you know what to do. I mean, your body just takes over. But definitely, some things I've learned is just not falling into like the crowd and getting riled up, worrying about what's going on, looking around. No, just focus on yourself and go out there and do the best you can wherever the chips lay, they lay. So kind of just doing that and focusing more. I learned a lot.
Man, it's so funny. Yeah, I wrestled. It's been years, but I wrestled like as you're sitting there talking about walking out there and stepping on the mat and shaking hands. And once they blow the whistle in first exchange, everything's back to normal. And that's like,
Yeah.
wow, it's been forever, but that's how it feels from little kid through college. It's you nailed it.
Yeah.
The CyHawk rivalry, right? I would assume growing up in California, you maybe weren't as into it and aware of it as you are now, but I'm guessing you at least knew about it growing up, or did you not? Was it not till you were older or even got there?
Honestly, when I was little, I didn't really know much about wrestling,
Mhm.
I would say I became like a fan of the sport really and started watching it like my senior, junior year, like a little late. So I mean, I really wasn't really aware of it, but I knew Iowa was out there and I was like, okay, well, that's our in-state opponent. But really that freshman year, because my true freshman year I wrestled in the CyHawk, and I remember just the week leading up to it, there's just so much media on it. Every you could just feel like it rising tension. Like our coach wants to win it real bad. Our guys are always intense. Like we're like, okay, we're about to go to battle. Like, dude, we don't even shake their hands after and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, like this is really intense. And getting there and wrestling and like the fans there were crazy screaming, "Why are we sending out the freshman? Why is he out there?" Like my true freshman year, I was like, "Man, what?
Your
I'm
own
I'm just
fans?
wrestling." No, no, the Hawkeye fans.
Okay.
Yeah. And when we were in Carver,
Got it.
so I was like, because I remember I won my wrestle off, but I was still gonna redshirt. But it was that first year where we got those 5 starts, so that was like the first year of it. So they're like, "Okay, we're gonna send you out," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And then I had Nelson Brands, and he just got up early on me. I think I got like one takedown to three, but kind of like starting there and seeing how we were one match away from winning it, and kind of like seeing that rivalry, seeing the fans, they were crazy into it. And then yeah, I could just tell it was just like real intense. And throughout the next years, every time I was in the Cyhawk, I wrestled in it twice before, and then just trying to like it's hard because I lost for, like, my team, so I didn't even, like, play a role, so, like, this one coming up, I was like, I wanna affect the team, like, I want my I know my match is real important, and it's gonna be the turning point in the duel, and it always was. And it, like, 'cause at my way, I'm, like, right in the middle, so it could flip any way because we would always be super close and always being one match away, it felt like. So, I mean, it felt good to get that win 'cause I was with a lot of teammates with Swiderski, with Chittum, with Shone, all my boys. So like always coming so close and knowing we're right there and every year like we're gonna get them, we're gonna get them. So kind of like that built up for me a lot too, knowing how important it is to our fans. Every time we go to like these donor events, we're always talking about, hey, like we're gonna get Iowa this year, we're gonna get Iowa. So it meant a lot, and then I could just tell like the rivalry, it goes deep, it goes real deep. Back like when Dress was saying he wrestled in it, realizing that I was like, dang, like this really is all my coaches wrestling in it. Like, yeah, this is real deep. It means a lot. So, and
Yeah.
it's real cool. I love it. I love that rivalry. You need that. It's real important. Good.
Did you now? Obviously, you guys. Did you love it even in the years you lost? Or is you love it now because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even when we lost, I loved the environment. Being wrestling in Carver is just as fun, honestly. Like having everybody rooting against you and you go in there with your team is kind of like a mission. Like we're here, we got each other's back. Like we're in enemy territory. We're gonna go out there and do our thing. So you know, it was still real fun. I mean, the fans are real into it, and it gets real intense. You could just feel it, but it's always so fun. I mean, you're getting into it with your teammates, coaching on the side, screaming, all these calls, and the coach is going back and forth. Like
Uh-huh.
it's a lot, but it's fun. It's fun. I love it.
Yeah, you mentioned wrestling in Carver, and I think you said you heard the guy. You're why are they putting the freshman in from the crowd? Like, do you remember anything either funny or something that got under your skin, or just something that stands out? I know I've heard all about the Iowa fans, yell things.
Yeah. I remember after losing that match, walking off the mat, and you got to walk past the fans to get to your tunnel. So obviously, I'm walking by there, and like, get out of here. They say, you got majored. You know you got majored, right?
Oh,
Yes, I know I got majored. I just wrestled. Like, yeah, I know. Thanks. And then, yeah, we're walking by that and just, I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, you kind of just shrug it off. I remember walking back and bumped in, or I don't even know how this happened, but me and DeSanto, we like bumped into each other and somehow like our shoulders hit. He's like, you know where you're at? You know where you're at? I was like, yeah, I know where I'm at. And then just kept walking. But just little stuff like that, like knowing like everybody's into it and it's intense. And it's good. It's competition. It's how it should be. But yeah, there's some funny moments there.
yeah, you know where you're at. Yes, I also know I got majored. God dang it, guys, leave me
Yeah,
alone. Um,
exactly.
but you got to, you got it back. Like the duel this year, man. How about this? The past years, did you guys come in thinking you were going to win in the past? And same question for this year. Like every year is like, we think we're going to win. Ah, dang it, we lost. We think we're going to win. Ah, dang it, we lost. We think we're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Every time we go in there, we know the guys we train with. We believe in all of our guys. Like, yeah, every time we would go in there, we think, yeah, we're gonna get this. Like, the matches are gonna be close, but we honestly all believed in each other, and we loved the team and went in there thinking we're gonna win. We're gonna win, obviously. And when you do lose, I mean, it's a hard reality, but you just go back to the drawing board and move on because it's still early. Like this, I mean, although this does mean a lot, like we still got a bunch of the season left. We leave tomorrow for Vegas. Like,
Yeah.
I still got to keep that underdog mentality of now people are going to start coming after me. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people saw that match.
Oh
Now I'm
yeah.
going straight into Vegas, leaving tomorrow. So everyone's going to be aware that they watched that match and I made some mistakes. And so just fixing those and getting back to the grind. And we're like right after Monday morning, we're already working out again. We're running, we're recovering. So I mean, we're right back to the grind. I mean, it means a lot for us in the state and the rivalry because obviously we haven't broken it in 20 years. So obviously we're real high on that, but we can't stay high for too long. Like now it's just whatever. It's in the past. Now we gotta go prove ourselves again.
Sure. I want to think about like the duel itself, right? Starts at heavyweight, so you're even closer to the end than you normally
Mhm.
would be. How do you spend? Like, are you sitting out first half, first five matches, kind of watching the duel, or not? Like, where are you, and what are you doing during the duel? And at what point do you get up and either walk into the back and get ready, or I don't know, what do you do?
Mhm. Yeah. So we walk out there, shake hands in the middle of the mat, and then I'll either watch the 25 match or the 33 match, like the first couple. So I was out there for the heavyweight match, watching there from just on the bleacher with our guys, kind of just feeling the environment, seeing how it feels, looking at the lights. Okay, so I'm about to be here. So kind of just getting that feel, and then right after that, I go to the back, take my shoes off, lay down, relax, watch the guys go, just sipping water, whatever, eating, feeling good, and I kind of just relax. And once it starts to get up, like two weight classes before me, once 57 starts getting up, like, all right, get up, take my shoes, put my singlet on, and then kind of like get that burst out when 65's up. So I'm in there working out, getting like doing some burpees, spiking my heart rate, get a little sweat broke, and then it's take a little water, and then like it's go time, and I kind of just step out there relaxed, breathing, reminding myself what my game plan is, what I have to do when I go out there, and then kind of like I said, like right when I shake hands and we start going, then you kind of just kick into that adrenaline, and you like you've been here and like staying focused, relaxed, even like between periods, I'm breathing, remaining calm, looking at my coaches. Okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to work on? Like, is he showing? Is there something open that I don't see? Stuff like that. So kind of just taking that approach into each match, just staying calm before your match and being ready to go when you're up.
Yeah, and in this one specifically, like, are you watching the duel? Are you paying attention, right? Getting excited with wins or losses, and or following the team scoring, knowing how your match is gonna affect, or are you trying to just like not pay attention to any of that, which may be hard, but
Yeah. I mean, back in our locker room, we have like a big TV of the dual meet that we can see like our guys wrestling. So I'm there watching. And I'm kind of getting excited. Try not to get too hyped up, but like when we had a good win, when we had Frost win, I mean, we're back there cheering like, yeah, like this is good. This is good. He got that upset, so we're definitely back there cheering him on, but staying calm at the same time. And once I get closer to my match, I kind of just get in my own zone, put some music on, just relax, warm up, feel ready, reminding myself, okay, what do I need to do? What I need to hit? What I've been training, just kind of stuff like that. But I'm definitely watching the duel, but I'll miss like the 57 and the 65. That's probably like when I'll be walking around focusing on my own. But I know like what the dual meet score was. I was aware of like the mine was going to be a really big match because it was still pretty close. Like after Uten's match, then I knew like mine was going to be even more important because we lost there bad. But so just knowing that, and it doesn't really add more pressure or anything necessarily because at the end of the day, like, I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing. So, like, I shouldn't really worry about how heavy the pressure is because I've been doing it my whole life. I've been wrestling so much. It's just kinda just second nature once I step out there.
Sure. And you've wrestled Kennedy in the past. Did you have either a game plan or an approach or some mental notes of tactics or a way you wanted to approach the match?
Yeah, I mean, from what I remember 2 years ago wrestling him, I knew he was gonna come out and fight real hard. He's kinda got that Iowa style where he tries to get guys tired, tries to wear on their neck, have them shoot not great shots and re-attack or go behind. So, I mean, I was aware of that, and yeah, I went out there. The game plan just stay calm, hand fight, get inside, circle, kind of just see. Like I'm still open in my style, whatever I feel like is there. I'm gonna hit, obviously, but staying disciplined and knowing that he was just gonna try to weigh on my head and get me tired and staying in the hand fight, not giving that up and trying to circle, get off underhooks. So we were aware of that and just kind of training like that, but still like keeping my own style of like, okay, if something's there, you're gonna hit it regardless. Like so whatever's open you can take, but still like we always have a game plan for each guy. So I mean I can't say like entirely what it is because like I
Yeah,
don't
of
want to give
course.
away nothing. But but yeah, I'm always have a game plan and know put myself in my positions that I'm comfortable in.
Yeah, and we got like a little clip from I think your guys' social media, just a highlight from this match on the duel, man. If you want to play that, but one thing I noticed was like, well, I guess going to start with the end of the match before, but one thing I noticed is it was the counter offense when he get on your legs and he's coming out the back door and like talk me through those
Mhm.
positions and not specifically in the match, but where you learned these positions and why you feel so confident rolling through, catching the arm.
Yeah, and that was nice. Squeeze in there, yeah. I mean, throughout high school, I mean, I was real comfortable once I squatted off and obviously sprawling off first. That's the one big thing for me is I gotta stay off and not just show my funk right away.
Uh huh.
I gotta sprawl off and kind of feel when they give it to me. So, well, I'm real comfortable in those crotch roll throughs. Just I've been hitting it in the room. I've been hitting it since I was in high school. So kind of just knowing those positions, I learned them definitely in high school and used them a lot. So that crotch lift, I really like rolling through and getting my hips up, and but I just been comfortable there for a while. So kind of putting him there was we knew that was going to be in my favor in those scrambles, knowing that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Sprawled off, got that crotch lift, came up. I did a good one in that Iranian position where I chopped that arm on
Yeah.
that like kind of like a bear hug lock type deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been hitting that type of stuff since I was little, and I still hit it in the room. So I'm just comfortable there. It's just the feel I got.
Yeah. Um, Man, talk about the near fall at the end. I think it's double overtime or it's ride outs, tiebreaker. You gotta ride to win, and you get a freaking turn. Place is going nuts.
Yeah,
Tell me how that felt.
that felt good. I think that it actually didn't give me any near fall
Oh
in
no,
that.
you're right, but you almost like a
Yeah,
couple
they
one
ended up
swipes.
not. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I thought it was near fall. I was just, but I could just hear the crowd get louder once I secured that riding time and once I caught him on his back. So and when I was thinking there, I was just squeezing as hard as I could. I couldn't even feel my arms. I'm just squeezing tight and kind of just like the realization of, okay, like I actually might have won this one. I mean, it might be over because during the match, I mean, there's so many turning points where I was like, okay, I got to just stay focused. Like, stay focused. It's getting close. Okay. I gave up that stall call late, go to overtime. Like, okay, can't freak out. Like, I just got to reset, go back to my game plan, kind of just staying calm. But that was a good feeling knowing I got that right out once I did. I think I pulled him back right away off the rip and got a leg in, kind of like put him in danger for a little bit, and then he rolled back to his belly. And I was feeling him sitting out. He did. That's how he got away from me, like 2, 3 other times. So I knew he was gonna have that sit out. So I just grabbed his armpits and just squeezed real tight and put him in danger. So it was good.
There was also another well, one the stalling with 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
You said I just let it. Like, did you really just say whatever and let it go, or did it bother you? So close to
Yeah.
winning.
I mean, obviously, like it's stall, like the crowd's reaction, the coach is like, dang, like that shouldn't have been a stall call. Like, but I mean, to me, I just kind of gotta brush it off. I just gotta brush it off and just refocus. If I get stuck on that and all worried that, oh, that shouldn't have been stalling, throw the brick, or
Yeah.
that kind of just throws me off my game plan and kind of I lose focus and trying to worry about that, trying to just win off that. Like I should have won. And okay, I just accepted it. Okay, we're in overtime. We're both tired. Like this is what I'm built for. Like this is those late practices. This is that deep in the room when you got that overtime go and coach says one more. You're dead tired. You can't feel anything. Like this is what I've been training for. So I wasn't scared at all when I'm going overtime. Okay, I welcomed it. I was ready to go. I was like, okay, if I got to beat him overtime, coach said it wasn't going to be tough. Like, hey, I got to wrestle more than 7 minutes. Okay, like I gotta adjust to it quick.
Yeah. And there, I don't even know if you remember this, but I watched the match again last night. And right after regulation, you guys are meeting back in the middle to do the 1 minute overtime. And you both give each other this, you look at each other and give each other this friendly little headbutt. Do you remember that?
I think I do a little bit. We were both bent over and just kind of just like met in the middle after we went out of bounds.
Yeah. There wasn't even like didn't seem like bad blood. It seemed like an acknowledgement of like, all right, we're like, I don't, like a slap of the hands, but I kind of
Yeah,
thought that was cool. Um,
yeah.
what do you remember? Like, describe the time running off the clock and how you felt in that moment in the center at Hilton. You beat one of the best guys in the country and the biggest duel, one of the biggest duels of the year. Like, that had to feel awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it just felt like a dream, man. I mean, I obviously been thinking about it, trying to see it in my future. So kind of just like realizing it when that moment happened and knowing I secured the riding time, I was just like a little bit of like relief of like, okay, like it's over. I really won it. And just celebrate after that. I mean, it's the best time ever. All I gotta do now is celebrate. I mean, cheering with the crowd, jumping around. I mean, all that stuff, just and the rivalry, everything. I think I stuck my tongue out a little bit at Brands and them. I mean, that's just part of the rivalry. I mean, that's what happens. But that was like one of my best matches moments for sure. I mean, because knowing how long that we had to break that record and knowing that was going to be a really big match and we had a lot better shot of winning after that. So it was real good. I mean, it felt so real when I'm out there. It just kind of happens. You kind of just black out and it kind of just happens real quick. But it's so much fun. It was real good.
Yeah. You know, oftentimes after a lot, if not all the times after we take a tough loss, coaches are like, hey, short memory, let's forget about it, move on to the next. And maybe there's the same with the win, right? Like,
Mhm.
you're gonna enjoy it in the moment. And we're talking, if it's Tuesday and we're talking about it, I don't know how much you're like still enjoying it, but maybe, and that's okay. But like, at what point is it like, all right, same thing with the loss, gotta have the short memory, the win, Vegas. And
Mhm.
I gotta think
I
about
mean, that's as soon as we had a meeting right after the dual meet. Yeah, like we're excited. He's like, good win. Yeah, like real good. But hey, now we got Vegas. You got to be mature. We're professionals in this sport. You got to keep your weight down. You can't just go out, start partying, drinking, and getting fat, being overweight, coming in feeling bad, even worse the next morning. So kind of just being professionals about it. And we were like, yeah, this is a really good win, but guys, it's still early. We still got March.
yeah.
Like this is good momentum going into Vegas, but we got to prove ourselves again in the next 5 days. Like so, kind of just having short term there definitely when you're winning because you don't want to get too high because now you got to go prove yourself again. So we're doing really good on that, and we're ready to go for Vegas. We're excited.
You talked about you were talking about earlier in this interview, like breaking through kind of like your junior, senior year at high school and going to Super 32 and like having some breakthroughs and having confidence boost. Like, is this another confidence boost? It's like, man, I just beat a really good guy and maybe I thought I was up there, but now I proved to myself that I'm near the top. Is it a boost of confidence, a shot in the arm?
Yeah, I think so a little bit because obviously I was underranked and knowing that I could compete there and I beat really high ranked opponents. So it's real good. It gives you momentum. I mean, winning's addicting. Like once you start winning, you kind of get that confidence back, that chip on your shoulder. Okay, I'm here. I deserve to be here. I beat this guy, I beat him. Like why not me? Like why can't I be winning these tournaments? I've been wrestling my whole life. I train just as hard. like I deserve it, kind of. So it's real good for your confidence for sure, but you still gotta reprove yourself. Still know that these guys are gonna come out hard even more. Now they think they could beat you. Now they think they're gonna be ranked second. Like so, it just flips real quick, and you kind of do take some confidence from it, but you got to be short term memory and remind yourself like you got to go out there and prove it again. Like no one's gonna give you an easy win.
Excellent. All right, yeah, man. Well, excited to see Vegas. We can watch that here on Flow. It's gonna be this weekend. You guys shoot. It's Tuesday. You probably head out tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Yeah, we head out tomorrow morning, so
Yeah,
we'll find out.
it's a short week, man. Wrestling starts rolling
Yeah.
and be
Yep.
Christmas and New Year's and Big 12 duels before we know it. So that's
Sure.
fantastic. Okay, I got a couple like little call them games, little things I want to play here at the end. If you think you're
Yeah.
down, I don't know how smart
Yeah,
you
I'm
are.
ready.
All right. All right. This first one's called Sweat It Out. Here we
All
go.
right.
Sweat it out. It's 5 questions designed to make you sweat. These are
All right.
mostly wrestling or Iowa or California related. Okay. First one. Can you name the last 3 individual people to win NCAA titles for the Iowa State Cyclones?
David Carr.
Ding.
Before him, me.
It's over 10
Uh,
years, so
I want to say like maybe Jake Varner.
close. He would be 4. There was 2 others. I'll give you a hint. One guy likes ice cream.
Okay, yeah, Gatson. How did I forget that one? Yeah,
All right,
Gatson.
and then there's one more.
Um, for
We
him,
called him the Gladiator back in the day.
is it? Oh my gosh.
I think he had a head wrap when he won nationals, maybe.
Yeah, is it? Is it John? John? No. Is it John Reeder?
There we go. Ding, ding,
Okay,
ding.
yeah, that's what I thought.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
1 for 1. All right. Now, I went on the Iowa State roster online. Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
So, from that, which I'm guessing is correct, how many California wrestlers are on the Iowa State roster?
As of right now?
As of last night. Yeah, I checked it last night. I don't.
Yeah. Okay, me, so that's 1. Ethan, that's 2. We got Xavier Brunin, that's 3. We got Peanut, that's 4. And California. Do we have another one? Oh, might be blanking on somebody. California, I think we just have 4, no? We have one more?
Final answer?
Wait, let me think. 25, 33, 41.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, I think it's just 4.
Boom. Got it. Okay. It's 2 for 2, folks. All
Yeah.
right. This maybe seems easy, but I don't know. What's the capital of Iowa?
Des Moines?
Ding, 3 for 3. Okay, now this is Wikipedia here. We're getting tricky. Which
All right.
state was admitted to the Union first? Which state became a part of the United States first? California or Iowa? They're only 4 years apart.
Okay. I would say I would want to think Iowa, but I'm gonna go with California. Is it Iowa?
Iowa in 1846, California in 1850. So you're close. So you're 3 for 4. You're doing really well. I don't know if you're going to get this next one, but there is a current wrestler at Iowa State. His name is MJ Gaitan. What does the MJ stand for?
It's Manuel Jacob.
You are
Gaitan.
correct.
Yep. Perfect.
If you weren't, I don't know. I was going to be out because I did. What is it again, Manuel?
Oh yeah, Manuel Jacob Gaitan the third.
Manuel Jacob Gaitan the third. Shoot.
Third.
Okay. I'll put three little eyes by that. Okay, you are 4 for 5, so good job. That's passing grade. Next one is all-time favorite. I just need one. If you had to pick one all-time favorite wrestler.
All-time favorite wrestler one. I would go with. Uh, I liked his style a lot when I was started getting into wrestling too. So I'm gonna go with Vincenzo Joseph. I like how he wrestles.
Okay. Okay.
I like him.
Yeah. Vincenzo's awesome. A very fun style to watch and obviously a lot of
Yeah.
success. Okay. Last one here. It's called wins and whoopins. So
Hmm.
from the whole wrestling career, first ever match to the last one you just wrestled, one win that stands out as memorable. It can be your best win or your favorite win or a comeback win that was fun or a guy that used to beat you and you finally beat. Any reason doesn't. It could be a good win or a bad. Doesn't matter. One win that stands out as memorable, and then one whooping. We've all had our ass whooped once or twice, and it sucks, and we don't want to talk about it. But here I am asking you about it. One
Yeah.
win, one whooping. You can do either one first.
Um, I'll go with. I think my favorite win, honestly, as of now, would be my last win on Sunday.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's fair.
like that was one of my best in my career. So I'll go with that one. It's fresh too, which is nice. And then my whooping, I remember back when I was in middle school. I think it was wherever you get that big old eagle with when he's standing on the world.
Tulsa,
Uh, yeah, like Tulsa or one of
World
those
of
tournaments.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of the roller
I
tournaments.
remember my second match. I didn't know anyone back then. I kind of was just wrestling, but I had Jordan Williams, and then I had no idea who he was. So my dad's like, "Go out there," and I remember I do a bear hug. He's like, "Go out there, bear hug him right away, and just go." I was like, "All right." So I go out there. I get deep in the bear hug. I think I about took him down or did take him down. Got out, and I remember I shot. And then next thing you know, I'm in a spladle. And then he pinned me in a spladle. I
Oh,
remember coming out like, what? I never been hitting that. I didn't even know what happened. I was like, you strong. And then I remember I actually climbed back that whole tournament. I ended up getting third, losing. I lost true second to Thor Michelson. So I remember that.
probably like 9 background matches or something like that.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was a crazy amount of matches I had to wrestle back.
Yeah.
Those tournaments, little kids, it's huge, huge brackets.
Yeah. Well, kudos to you for crawling your way back because that's a tough feat.
Yeah,
And thanks for sharing the win and the whooping and really thanks for coming on and chat with us today. I know it was a fun weekend and I'm glad you got to come on here and kind of give us a little insight to how it was. And obviously we wish you the best of luck moving forward and want to give you the last word before we move on and let you keep going with your day.
I just say thank you for having me on, and all glory to God. And he got me through a lot, and I'm here now, and have a good amount of success, and just keep it going, and being ready for the next event. And I'll be ready to go. And thanks for having me on.
Awesome. Well, MJ, appreciate it. MJ Gaitan, everyone, he'll be wrestling at the Cliff King, Las Vegas this weekend. Thanks so much, man. Have a great day.
You too, Doc.
All
See
right.
ya.
Bye-bye. And that's going to do it for today's folks, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.